Who knew New Zealand had so many epic tracks? In this video, we take a legendary Land Rover Defender across some of the South Island's most iconic routes. From world-famous landscapes to hidden gems known only to the locals, guided by our Kiwi friend Tom on his motorbike. We uncover the incredible variety of terrains this country has to offer. We've traveled through over 30 countries, but New Zealand never fails to surprise us. Every twist and turn reveals something new, something unforgettable.
We are Nick and Mathilde, and we've left everything behind to travel the 7 continents with our Land Rover Defender, the Albatross.
Europe, North America, South America, Antarctica, Australia, Asia, and Africa. A world tour for real. We want to see it all.
This is day 1004 and we are in New Zealand's South Island.
This is the next Meridian expedition.
It's pouring rain this morning, so no hiking for us, and we are attacking some off-road.
Tom told us there was this road called Nevis Road, and it's kind of a track that goes through the mountain valleys, and it actually goes pretty high up, from 300 meters to maybe 1,000. We bottomed out both axles, front and rear, with Jerry, and so lucky because I turn around and I see this guy coming from far. I was like, perfect, we're gonna be safe. I'm still learning Jerry. Every car has its own limits, and so trying to learn Jerry's limits.
That was the car limit. That was the driver limit.
It's the car limit. That guy made it. It's a car.
We usually travel with our trusted Albatross, but our Land Rover Defender is now in a container from Australia to East Timor in Asia. While we wait to pick it up, our good Kiwi friend Tom, who lives in New Zealand, invited us to discover the South Island and lent us his own Defender converted as a camper. This week, we traveled from the south to the north, exploring one track at a time. From Patagonia-looking landscape of the Nevis track to the iconic trails of Queenstown area, we'll also check out Wanaka area to see if it lives up to the hype, and then all the way west we'll meet up with a Kiwi local on his motorbike who will lead us to discover some local gems of the northwest.
So we're reducing the tire pressure again because we're doing a second part of the off-road. But I think it should be really nice. We'll be completely alone. Should be fun.
Mountain range, cow fields, dark clouds, and the trail should be going in the middle.
You want to leave this place where we grew up, this old town, just put it all behind. Remember you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. River's gonna cry when you're gone.
Rivers are fun, but now it's so humid in Jerry, we have to open the windows to get rid of the fog.
Where will you go? Won't you miss the ones you know? I'll be here, hanging on, waiting for your call. Seems like time as I wave passing by, leave a mark in our marks to turn to memories. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're. The river's gonna cry when you're.
It's pretty steep in the area. We have to make sure we don't fall off the cliff. For that, I trust my pilot here. He looks focused, no?
Oh, very focused. Tom said, go do this off-road. It's gonna be fun, you'll see. And it is fun, but it's like doing billy goats in Australia, the really steep stuff, but not in your own vehicle. And so it's like, oh, I hope I don't mess anything up. But up goes the Defender. And we're almost at the top. So we're now going to Queenstown, down the valley, and on to the left. Whew. But first we need to climb down this mountain.
3-point turn, really?
Defenders. There we go.
Hey, I heard you want to leave this place where we grew up. This old town, just leave it all behind. The river's gonna cry when you're gone.
Absolutely wet and frozen, we quickly forget the discomfort when we look at the landscape. Those barren mountains tinted of yellow and grey. We're not that high in elevation, yet no tree grow. It reminds us of Patagonia. It should be logical that the far south latitudes of those territories look alike, but still, we're amazed by the similarities. As we make it out of this first track, the sun had came out again. We decided to head next to the region of Queenstown. Two of the most famous tracks of the South Island await, and we've been long curious to try them out. Look at this lake, people. Looks good, huh? Well, it can look even better. Wow. Your impressions of Queenstown's lake?
I think this place is gorgeous. Love
Gorgeous.
It. Yeah, this place is cool. Very cool.
Looks crazy cool.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Alright, our next destination is Skipper's Canyon around Queenstown. And a lot of people have recommended it to us, saying it was a really nice track that brings you down this beautiful canyon. So far, New Zealand has been so promising. I'm curious how much more it can offer. I guess we'll find out.
Much more is the answer. Reaching Skipper's Canyon at sunset, we discovered a narrow and epic track overhanging above the river and winding on the cliff edges.
It's now 8 p.m. We thought we would find a camp spot quite quickly on this track so that we could finish it tomorrow. But it's so narrow and steep that we haven't found anything yet. Looking through the window, we can only see the steep slopes falling abruptly into the river. We just gotta keep going. Only getting better. Look at this old school, old time bridge. Wow. That is unique.
Just found this old bridge, all made up with wood and rock, and there's like little huts that look from another time, And then you have stories of gold miners in the region, so yeah, not only a different planet, also a different century.
At last, the gorgeous old bridge led us to a small camp on a historic site located far down the track on a charming ledge over the canyon. A place to rest for the night. Good morning from Skipper's Canyon. A little bit of a breakfast this morning. So we came down this way and the track keeps going that way. And in the middle of it, there's a campground. These guys had a little bit of a music last night. These guys said they're gonna keep going down the track. This guy's got a cool motorbike. And this is a family. Now we're gonna go down that way later, but first, a little brekkie. Eggs, of course, Nutella, always. And what else? Hot chocolate. What are you doing?
I'm putting repellent, there's midges everywhere. Everything looks perfect in New Zealand because you can't see the little midges.
Yeah, so you're getting bit, me too. These things, they bite super hard. Skipper's Canyon was quite the vibe. Just the right mix of gorgeous landscapes and intriguing historic landmarks. So we decided to take on another iconic trek of the South Island located just over the next valley.
Hit! Where are we heading next?
Over there. So this is the river track from Arrowtown to Macetown. So it looks like it shouldn't take too long. It's 15 k's one way, so 30 k's return.
On the way with Nick, we were wondering why would anyone build a track so like on the cliff edge in like such steep sections? And we have the answer. It's the gold search. Can you imagine if in one of the river crossing we have a gold coin that just like drops on the bonnet?
Now we can take it.
And buy an entire house in New Zealand.
Exactly.
20 river crossings and a gold rush. Not your usual track. Joke apart, we had not realized the gold search was still going on until today. There's still gold miners in the region. Counting the river crossings?
Yup, 3 done. So
Out of 20.
17 more till we get to the gold mine. All right, here's number 4. All right, 8.
Number
16. 4 more.
We arrived in Macetown. The way was really cool with the rivers, but we were expecting maybe more buildings were left in the town. What do we have behind us, mister?
So you need to think of a traditional old school town like in the movies, like a western. The only thing that's left is the bakery's house. So
They know it's good,
Yeah.
so they keep it. Skipper's Canyon and Macetown to Arrowtown are now completed. It's time to continue our way north, where our friend from New Zealand awaits us to bring us on some of his local tracks. We head first toward the area of Wanaka, surely one of the most famous of the South Island. I'm so slow in the uphill till this pass. There were so many cars piling up behind me. I feel a bit stressed.
you're doing perfect. So pretty here. It's insane.
Welcome to Wanaka. We have the lake of Wanaka just here. And Wanaka is home to probably what is the most famous tree in all of New Zealand. And you know how when you see a lot of pictures of one thing and you make it an entire like mental image of what this thing looks like, what the surroundings look like? Well, the Wanaka tree, I had made a mental image of it. For me it was this wild southern fjord, always in the fog and mysterious. So I want to commit today not to romanticize too much places, because it's a nice tree, but the town is here, the parking lot is here, there's tons of people on the beach, and there's this cute tree in the middle. New Zealand's most famous tree.
Yeah.
Thankfully, the Wanaka Lake region and surrounding range is more than just a tree. Even short hikes deliver on the most beautiful sceneries.
This morning we literally woke up and we were like, ugh, we don't want to hike today. And we said, oh, should we just go to a cinema? Got motivated, got our feet up, had breakfast on this hike. We're gonna have lunch on the top, and we're glad we did it because the sun's out, the views are stunning, and you know what? Only got one life in New Zealand. When are we going to come back here? So far in the corner of the world. Sometimes, you know, you just need that little push. Come on, do it.
Nice. Oh, look cool. Perfect.
If we see you down there, we'll give you the video.
Okay, Wanaka tree was a bit of a disappointment compared to what we were imagining, but that was cool.
Yeah, I feel like we need to learn how to paraglide now and bring a paraglide set.
I kind of agree.
Every time we go hiking, because I hate going down the mountains. I love going up them, but this would be the perfect way.
Life hack.
Just all around the world, just paraglide down every mountain.
The cheat code.
Bam.
Parked up for the night, and what a campsite.
I know, this is a good one.
That's a beautiful one.
Yeah, I don't know if it's our favorite lake, but it's one of our favorites in South Island, New Zealand. Yeah, chill, good, sunny. The water's freezing though, and the campsite's full, but it's relaxing.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of people. We've been very, very good with the campsite in New Zealand because they're super strict, so we always go to the campsite. And it's the busiest season of the year, so it's full everywhere, but it doesn't take anything away from this beautiful sunset and this beautiful lake. And you know what I love about New Zealand, contrary to Australia, is that there's no snake, there's no spiders, so you can just walk in the grass and not fear anything.
Enough rest. It is time to go searching for our next route, something more local and exclusive. And for that, we have the perfect guide.
We've been driving on the west coast, super wild and beautiful bush and some beautiful beach to meet up with this motorcycle. Our friend Tom, we're reconnecting with him. He's the owner of Jerry, lending it to us. And he's met up here, he has 2 days off and came to meet us. Our trio cruises through the west coast. We check out the beautiful glaciers. Enjoy, it's going to be our last glacier for a long time.
Last glacier in New Zealand until where?
China.
India? China.
I think China.
Wow.
The beautiful coastline, and Tom gets some training for what is to come. Soon enough, it's time to go back on the tracks. We are now one mountain range away from reaching our goal, the north town of Nelson.
Planning our little off-road because Tom wants to do a detour. Well, we all want to do a detour.
Yeah.
And it's going to be cool. And Tom's never done it.
I've done half.
Half.
And then chickened out. Very nice.
Yeah.
I have camped up here before, I think,
Yeah.
at the top.
While the guys are deciding where we're going, let me talk to you about the sponsor of this video. But today I'm in a creative mood, so I'll do things differently. Let me tell you a story. So this is the Kiwi and this is the Takahe. They've been living on the South Island for centuries without any predator and thriving through New Zealand until the mammals and the humans arrived. And now plenty of other species threaten their existence. I know, it's terrible. Takahe, don't fall. Well, us, at the first days of the internet, we were a bit like this naive Kiwi. But the world changed and now we can't just go online as safely as the beginnings of internet. There's malware, spyware, ransomware, all kind of wares. And they all threaten our eggs in some ways, which would be our private information, our credit card credentials, our intimate pictures, all kind of things like that. If you have any of those. Those are dressed up, so they don't have any problem of intimate pictures. But contrarily to my two friends here, we have ways to better manage our cybersecurity, and that's where NordVPN comes in. To make sure the online possums don't do what they did to the Kiwi right here next to me, we connect on NordVPN on our phones or on our computer every time we connect to a Wi-Fi. I open the app, I end up on this little front image, and I just click here, quick connect. Bam! I'm connected. And you have this set of basic protection that nowadays anyone would need online. And the Kiwi could live its life and thrive again! With the code NMX, using the link in description, you get 4 extra months on a 2-year subscription. And see you later for another story. You two with your fingers just...
Alright, let's do it. Go team!
Got him!
Yeah.
3, 2, 1!
Ah!
We're going to go up 1,075 meters to the top of that mountain. And you can see it's under the clouds. We'll help each other. Hopefully it's not a difficult one. Damn, it looks like it's gonna get dark up there.
We're alright, but we lost sight of Tom and he's on the motorbike and the rain is starting and we're very high in elevation. The poor guy must be freezing.
Yeah, he's having so much fun driving up these hills on his bike, but he's also under the rain. If I were you, I would take the deep part.
Yeah.
Could go in that little deeper part here.
Straight through.
Yeah, straight here.
Allez Tommy! Woohoo!
Beautiful.
This guy has been riding for a month, less, and it's his first time on the tracks.
Yeah, seriously, he got his license. Oh, there you go, low range. He got his license 2 months ago, and he got this motorbike a month ago. And he's already doing, but you know why? Because he did a lot of mountain biking, and so he said that a lot of the mountain biking tricks he can apply to motorbike, which is great. But he's also fearless, and as soon as you have no fear, it's just easy.
Our team makes good progress through the superb mountain range. Tom is training on his motorcycle skills, leading the way, and us enjoying the landscapes and lush forests.
Well, I remember it's super steep, so first low, I think, because it's like some switchbacks if you have to do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm already on low.
put this lock.
Yeah.
Damn.
The steep tracks don't seem to pose any significant challenge for the bike or for Jerry. Once again, it's water that proved to be the main obstacle.
Nick validé. But it was deep,
It was deep, up to here.
much deeper than what we had anticipated for Tom.
Yeah. So then we're gonna bring Jerry over, and then we'll get the last tool to get to the air filter of the bike.
Okay.
See if water came in, and if no water came in, we're fine. If water came in, that's okay too. We'll just have to tilt the bike upwards and empty a little bit of it.
That shouldn't be happening, should it? Do we just start it? I mean,
I
what
think
else can we
yes.
do?
I think you should. I
This-
think you're fine. Easy. So just so you know, you've got that thing on the ground and the strap. We made it across the mountain range and have our destination in sight now. But before closing this New Zealand chapter, we found a good way to celebrate our arrival to Nelson.
We were driving up and then Tom got word of the first open Via Ferrata. People who don't know, Via Ferrata is kind of a hike on a cliff edge. It's kind of an equipped hike, and we're going with Tom and his sister that came and meet us, and you're going to see it's pretty fun.
Good job, team.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Tom has found camp.
Boom!
3 words to describe New Zealand.
So I would say magical, pure, and I don't know, good people.
Surprising.
In
There's
a
so
good way.
many landscape type I didn't imagine there would be. Like
Ah,
the
right.
more like Patagonia, Argentinian side type. And the Kiwi, simple. Not in a idiot sense, like in a in a humble sense. You know, like you see it's not over the top. That's what you were saying. Like even people
Yeah.
who have money, they're like
Down to
pretty
earth.
down to earth.
Yeah.
One last clean for Jerry, one last card game, one last hug, and we are heading to a new continent. We just said bye to Tom, and it's the end of New Zealand.
At the beginning of
Well, first we have to fly to Auckland, and then we are on standby tickets to go to Bali, and then we are taking another flight to East Timor. So hopefully none of those flights have issues, but next stop, East Timor.
so we're going to Asia.
Yeah, Asia. The journey started in Europe in April 2022, headed to North America in June 2022, in South America in June 23, in Australia in April 24, and now in January 25, we are starting Asia. If we had made it till here, it is in large part thanks to our Patreons and everyone who keeps watching the videos, so thank you so much. In the next episode, together, we go to Asia. In the meantime, see you on the channel where 200 other videos of our expedition awaits.
Good, again, you just have to.
Can you talk?
It's very good.
Your teeth are full of Nutella.
All in one. All in one.
All of them?
Oh, come on, man.
Some people have real challenges in
Do
life.
it for your people.